Where are you going? I asked where you are going.
To my house.
Sahiba, my dear, why are you saying so?
I had told Angad that I'll prove myself innocent, and I did that, so there is no point in continuing my stay here.
रब आप ही इश्क उगावे, रब आप ही इश्क मिटावे, रब आप ही इश्क उगावे, रब आप ही इश्क मिटावे.
Why are you coming with me? I can go on my own. Amazing. You won't answer my questions, yet you want to put on a show in front of others? You pretended to stop me in front of grandmother and grandfather. That's how you are. You change your colors, depending on the people around you.
Hey, want to watch this in your own language subtitle? It's super easy. Just click the CC button. If you're on your phone, tap the CC button above. If you're watching on a TV or laptop, click the CC button below. Choose your language, English, Arabic, French, Spanish, German, and many more. And enjoy the series your way.
The one who made me elope from my wedding with Angad was Gary, and no one else.
Sirat was made to act in this manner. She was turned against you. She was fed lies. Gary has done it all.
No longer will you have any bond with our family or our clan. I asked where you're going.
Back home.
You're not going anywhere. You will stay. My own brother Gary was the one who made Sirat elope. If possible, please forgive me and my family for these wrongdoings.
Brother! What have you done to yourself? Why do you punish yourself for someone else's deeds?
My own brother deceived me. He didn't value our bond at all.
No matter what the bond, it still has meaning as long as it has trust. Gary broke your trust. Now there is no bond. Why think of that betrayer and put yourself through agony like this?
I am suffering here. I am in agony. Gary betrayed me and I'm responsible for all of it.
What are you saying?
The truth! I'm speaking the truth.
No, That is just wrong.
Listen to me. I know that since childhood, Gary has always been very envious of me. He would look upon me as his rival always. But I thought that this envy that he carried would be limited to toys and clothes and cars. Never did I know that his obsession would grow so fierce like it has, that he would take the one from me. Had I seen this a little earlier, then I would have talked to Gary. I'd talk to him and free his mind. This rivalry, this envy and jealousy, had I known in time, then today Gary and Sirat would both still be a part of my life. But they both have left me. And Sahiba has entered my life instead. Although I married her and brought her home, I will never have feelings for her ever in my life. I can fulfill my duty as a husband. But the one my heart had loved, that was Sirat. You know all that has happened. Do you know whom I feel the most bad for? Not for myself. Not anyone but Sirat. Listen, tell me something. Couldn't I fulfill the duties here of a good brother ever? Was I never a good elder brother for Gary?
Brother. No one I know can get a better brother than you. And you are still blaming yourself for all of this, so that you can prove your brother right. No, brother. You have to understand. You did not do anything wrong. You are the victim here.
No, I'm not. It's my fault. Even I am at fault. Even I am responsible. Because I could have stopped it. But I couldn't have. It's my mistake. The perfect Angad Singh Brar made a mistake.
She is sleeping. I shouldn't wake her up. Sister Sirat? Sister Sirat? No. Enough. You have cried enough. Not anymore. Stop crying. It is time that you start your life afresh.
It's so easy for you to say this, Sahiba. Do you know why? You are already married. You are the daughter-in-law of the Brar family. And I am someone whose marriage got cancelled twice. I don't know whether I'll ever get married or not.
Getting married can't be the goal of your life. I never wanted to get married. I wanted to achieve something in my life. I wanted to take my art forward. I wanted to make a name for myself. But you know, I haven't abandoned my dream. In fact, I want you to help me realize my dream. Both of us will take the art forward. We can both do it together.
Me? But I know nothing about art.
So what? Even I was not an expert when I was born. The way I learned everything, I will teach you too. Just think about it. We'll be able to work together. It will be so much fun, right? It will not just keep you busy, but also give you a new identity. Whatever happened to you, people won't talk about that. They will talk about your work and how great it is. And you will earn money too. Please trust me. Shopping for a few items with your hard-earned money gives you more pleasure than expensive gifts given to you by other people. Sister Sirat, it's enough. Stop overthinking everything and don't worry at all. I am with you, and I will never let anything bad happen to you.
Sister-in-law, be careful.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
Manveer, I can understand. I truly do. You're still thinking about what happened yesterday. Even we're thinking about it. But we need to learn from Angad. He's the one who suffered the most from this. Yet he even went and dropped Sahiba at her parents' home yesterday. You know what? Sahiba had decided to leave this house for good and never come back. But Angad convinced her against it, and she changed her mind. Angad is fulfilling all his duties very well.
He's always shouldered his responsibilities so well in the past. Yet this has happened to him. I'm unable to accept this fact.
Manveer, dear. Where are you going?
I can't be under the same roof as her.
Sister-in-law, please forgive me. I made a big mistake. I'm really sorry.
Sorry? One says sorry for making mistakes, not for crimes. You and your son have committed a crime, Jessie.
You are right, sister-in-law. Crimes cannot be pardoned. But the moment I found out about my son's deeds, I tried to kill him with my own hands. You were right there. You saw it too. I could not punish him worse than this.
It's us who's being punished for letting you and your children live here. Is this why father-in-law let you and your children live here? So that you and your son could ruin others' lives? And you must be so proud, mustn't you? Because your son is following your footsteps.
No, sister-in-law, not at all. I swear, I had no inkling about any of this at all.
This is your fault, Jessie. You never realized what your son was up to all this time. Is this how you've raised him, Jesse? Enough of all of this. Manveer, Gary has been punished for his mistakes. Angad has kicked him out of the house. Then what's the point in rebuking Jesse? No matter what, Gary is still our family, and Jesse's son. Think about how Jesse is feeling right now.
I wonder where and in what state Gary is in. I really do worry about him.
I don't want to know where he is or how he is. I care for nothing.
But sister-in-law, Gary's actions were such, so he should suffer, right?
Sahiba, you're here. Is your family okay?
Yes, Grandma. In fact, Angad apologized to my parents yesterday. He understood that yesterday's incident was necessary.
Angad has apologized. When will you? Your sister Sirat charmed my son. I admit that Gary knew that Sirat was Angad's fiancée. But even Sirat knew that Gary is Angad's brother.
Sirat regrets her actions, and she's being punished for it. She suffered a lot. Don't you know this? But now that Angad has ousted Gary, and now that his fun and frolic has ended, you're feeling bad for him?
You've been here for a couple of days. You do not know my son. Angad used to love him so much, and you turned him against Gary.
After whatever happened, you're still blaming everyone except for your son?
Not everyone. I am only blaming you. You caused a conflict between two brothers.
No, Aunt. All Sahiba did was uncover lies. She exposed the truth here. You cannot blame Sahiba for what happened in this house.
Angad, come have breakfast. You haven't eaten since yesterday. Don't get caught up in such nonsense. It's not good for you.
I don't feel like it, Mother. I'm going to the office.
I'll go with brother.
Mother-in-law, he hasn't eaten since yesterday. I'm not sure if he'll eat at the office.
Sahiba, take a lunchbox for Angad today.
Me, Grandma?
Of course. You are his wife after all. So who else will it be but you, dear? Dear, he took you to your parents' house so late in the evening. Then why can't you take lunch for him?
Your brother betrayed you badly. He eloped with your fiancée straight from your wedding. Tell us, what are you going to do about that?
So you've ousted Gary from your house. Are you going to oust him from your business too?
Answer us, Mr. Angad.
All right, everyone, please just move. Please let us go in, please.
You have to answer it, sir.
Listen,
We won't talk about it here. This is a personal matter.
The business of the Bloods has taken such a hit. Please answer us. The Bloods have incurred a loss of billions. Why is the share price falling with every passing day? Answer us, Mr. Angad.
The issue is in the public domain now, so you have to answer us.
Tell me, why should I? You've been told that we don't wish to talk about this. Then why are you still bothering us? Will you stop bothering me and my family already? Just move!
Sir, please, will you answer?
This is our best premium collection yet. Brar Jewelers is known for such classy designs. And this collection is the best of the best.
What use is your collection to us, Mr. Angad? When no one even wants to buy them.
We even made the top actress of India the brand ambassador for this collection of yours. But still, people don't want to buy the so-called best jewelry of yours.
I'm sorry, but I'm giving you our best. Marketing is your job. It's not my problem if you're unable to sell the product.
Right. It's not your problem. But it's a huge problem for the two of us. If you can't solve this problem or come to a solution, we'll be forced to cancel our big money deal. And if that happens, it'll be a bit of a problem for you too.
This is no way to do business.
Only profit matters in business, not the method. I don't wish to say this, but all the things being said in the media, they are affecting your brand value and our sales. I hope you agree with that.
Brother, just listen to me, brother. It's not right to walk out of a presentation, really. And they are old and important clients.
Tell me, what do you want? They should talk about the business and products. Why are they talking about the media? Why are they bringing up our family matters?
Brother's in a bad mood.
It seems that your personal problems are affecting you a lot.
This is why you ran away from the meeting the first time.
Mind your language! Angad Singh Brar doesn't run away from anything.
Brother, please.
Mr. Brar, I'm sorry to say, but we can't go ahead with that deal anymore.
He is right. Only figures matter in business, not emotions. And our business caters for the common man. And I don't think that our target market will buy your designs.
Do you have designs to fit their budget? Because the figures are against you.
Would you cancel a deal with Brar Jewelers?
Excuse me. I don't know if it's right for me to speak here, but you said that we don't have designs for common folk in our jewelry collection? We didn't say that we can't introduce such designs either.
And who are you?
She's Mrs. Sahiba Kaur Brar. She is my sister-in-law, Brother Angad's wife.
Loving the drama so far? Don't miss the next twist. Hit that subscribe button now for more English-dubbed twists, turns, and unforgettable moments every single week. Real drama, real emotions, all in English.
It seems that your personal problems are affecting you a lot. I'm sorry to say, but we can't go ahead with that deal anymore.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I should interfere, but as you said, sir, we don't have jewelry in any of our collections for common folk. But it's not as though we can't introduce any new designs for them.
Who are you?
She's Mrs. Sahiba Kaur Brar, Brother Angad's wife.
Sir, jewelry is very important for Indian women's adornment. Our financial background doesn't matter. We're emotional about them. They become parts of stories and are inherited by future generations. We can introduce jewelry that makes people feel before they think about money.
What are you... What are you trying to say?
What you say sounds interesting. Would you care to explain more?
Sir, when a girl gets married and she is about to be sent off to her husband's house, her parents want to give her all the happiness and wealth in the world they can. Their financial status doesn't matter. If they could, they'd pluck the stars and the moon for her.
You're absolutely right. I made the first deal with the Brad Jewelers in my daughter's name.
Sir, we can introduce a collection that can be afforded by both the elite and the common customers. Brar jewelry is considered a top-class, high-end and elite brand. If we have jewelry in our collection that the common folk will be able to afford, they will buy it. The collection will be named My Dear Daughter.
Our brand doesn't cater to middle-class people.
That's your fault. Sir, you are so right. Figures are important in business. However, a bit of emotions in the mix makes things much better for everyone. When the customers will seem like family to the company, they'll learn to trust the entire company. Angad, please believe me. The middle-class people you're ignoring will make our brand more popular than ever before. Our jewelry will be in every house.
She's right. But how will we make the jewelry more affordable?
Exactly. I won't compromise with the designs at all. I like the proposal a lot. If you can make the jewelry in that budget bracket, then let me know.
All right. I'll talk to my designers and let you know.
Okay, we want the final designs by tomorrow.
What? Do you think this is a joke? How will we make designs in one day?
Don't worry. You'll get the designs for samples by tomorrow. You can decide on the basis of them.
The designs?
Okay then. Let's meet tomorrow with all the designs. Do you accept the challenge?
I do.
What did you do out there? Who asked you to talk to the clients?
I don't do anything for anyone. I only do what I think is right. And I figured that this is right for your business. Don't you forget, I have a business of my own, even if it's not that big. I know how to deal with clients at the very least.
I don't need to learn business from you, okay?
No, but you can learn some proper manners.
What do you mean?
Why do you ask me for meaning all the time? Why do you care so much?
Hey you, listen. Speak to me respectfully, okay?
Oh, hello. You could have shown such respect to your clients.
You don't know how disrespectful the clients were being.
Well, you didn't have to answer with such disrespect as well, did you?
Of course. We need to accept whatever they say, like you did there. Why did you give them such stupid ideas? Those ideas are nonsense. Why did you talk to my clients anyway? What do you think my reputed brand is for here? You accepted the challenge to produce new designs in one day. What's going on?
What if I produce the designs by tomorrow?
Who are you to be so forceful with me, huh?
I'm paying off a favor.
What nonsense. Oh. What favor?
You came into my room and took care of me that day. I'm paying off that favor. It's better to pay back favors and debts, so just sit there and eat your food. Can you do that at the least? If you don't want me to feed you, you can feed yourself. I'm not doing this for my health. I'm not going to stop feeding you until you eat all the food. Don't worry. I'm not going to blackmail you with it. It's only to let your family know. They've been worried since this morning that you haven't eaten all day. Did you know? You've got an attitude even when you're eating. Yes, look. It's all right. Eat up. But with a smile, huh?
The media has made a big matter out of the deal that we had lost. For the past few days, our brand has been brought up a lot. And now, all this. I really don't understand. How did Angad make such a mistake?
Oh dear. Look at this.
This is affecting our share prices.
Brarjula's share, which has always been on the rise and doing well, has now plummeted to the ground. If this continues, soon the damage will be irreparable. By the way, what is your grandson doing? I'm seeing our business losing its good reputation. I wonder why he isn't focusing. I mean, well...
Enough. Angad. No one should talk about it in front of Angad. Both of you together?
Not just them. It's the three of us. We went to the office. Do you know what happened there?
Well, I know that Sahiba had successfully fed Angad. Isn't that right, dear?
Angad, dear.
Yes, Grandpa.
As you know very well, Sahiba was going back to her home last night. But you stopped her. Before she decides to try and leave again, you should move her and her belongings to your room, my dear.
But she has a room, Grandpa. She's already staying there.
She is staying there because all of you had doubted her. All of you accused her of many things. Wasn't that the reason why she was kept away from us? She was kept away from you. But since we now know the truth, and since it got proved that Sahiba is innocent, she doesn't need to stay in the storeroom. Now it's time to accept her as our daughter-in-law of the Brar family.
But why? Do they need to move to another room? Angad goes to his wife whenever he wants to meet her.
Some people's disrespectful behavior makes me feel that there should be locks made for even their tongue as well. Just obey me, my dear. Take Sahiba's belongings and move it to your room. Because that is her room as well. And this should be done today itself. You should have done this a long time ago. But it's okay. Late is better than never.
Grandpa, Sahiba doesn't want to live in my room with me. And I don't want that. I'm not saying this because of the current situation. We're just incompatible.
Inflexible. Inflexibility suits only kids, not adults. You're the eldest son of the family, and Sahiba lives alone in that very house. It seems that she's not a member of this house, but she has proved that. She belongs to the Brar family, just like the others. And she's much better than the rest when it comes to loyalty. But no one in this household has taken care of her, especially you. Dear, you have disappointed me so much. Now you are her husband. She is your responsibility. And you must handle your responsibility very well. Did you even tell her once to move into your room? No, right? Do you think that whatever you are doing is right? You must understand the responsibilities of a husband. And you must do the deedful. Do you understand me, my dear?
Please, not now. I really don't want people to disturb me.
I know that. I have heard all of that before. Do not forget that the brand you're working with is mine.
Yes, it is. But that doesn't make me your employee, does it? I work on my terms and my conditions. So please, leave.
That is what I'm here for. I've come to take you along. So pack your bags now.
What?
Pack your belongings already.
So you want me to send you back home, right? Right? Do you want me to go back to my home? Okay, but don't think that I'll come back at your behest. I won't come back because you want me to. I will not. I will go on my own. There is no need for sympathy. You think you can just...
रब आप ही इश्क उगावे, रब आप ही इश्क मिटावे, रब आप ही इश्क उगावे, रब आप ही इश्क मिटावे.
Give others a chance to speak for once. You always talk away to glory. I'm not telling you to leave this house. I'm telling you to move from the storeroom. You are moving into my room with me.
Do you want me to move to your room? What is all of this?
What do you mean? You don't understand.
On what grounds are you telling me this?
Nothing of that sort. I'm doing what I've been told to do. Moving to my room will not make you special. Grandpa wants us to stay together. So you're coming with me.
Angad, this is not... Angad, look. There are some members of this family who see this relationship differently. To make them happy, we have taken so many steps. What you're telling me to do is quite impossible. I can't do this. I can't move into your room with you.
Okay. Then I'll move in here. All right. Grandpa wants us to stay together. Be it in whatever room. It makes no difference.
What is wrong with you? Why aren't you concerned about this?
Because I'm tired of listening to advice on our relationship. I mean, whatever relationship we have, whatever is going on, we should decide on it. I don't need someone else to advise us. For others, we are a couple, okay? If Grandpa really believes that we should stay together, if he thinks you're my responsibility, then I will keep his word. As I always fulfill my responsibilities, I've done what is expected of me. When I can compromise by staying together, then even you have to compromise too.
Why are you sacrificing me just to impress your family? I refuse. If you cannot handle your family, I can make them understand. You must leave now.
I am not leaving here without you.
Do what you want. I do not wish to argue with you. I have a lot to do anyway.
I'm not asking you to leave this house. I'm asking you to move into my room.
Jewelry is very important for Indian women's adornment. We can introduce jewelry that makes people feel before they think about money. We can call this collection My Dear Daughter.
Who's calling us so late at night? Answer the phone.
Sahiba? At this hour?
Sahiba? Answer the phone already. She's calling so late at night. What can it be? It's a video call?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Dad, for disturbing you so late.
Oh, it's fine, my dear. What is it? Is everything all right?
Everything is fine. Dad, you know, right? Every time I begin a new work, then you are the first person I show it to.
Yes, dear.
Take a look. Take a look. How is it? Mom, Dad, don't look at me. Look at the design. Tell me, what do you think of it?
My dear, seeing the joy in your face, I can understand that you must have made an amazing design. Absolutely amazing.
You're working in the garden so late at night. Is everything all right?
Oh, you didn't tell us. When did you begin this new work, dear?
Dad, I'll tell you all that later. For now, you must pray for me, that the ones for whom I made these designs, they must like it.
My dear, don't you already know? We always pray for you three.
Rest assured, my dear. Everything will be good. Huh?
And your designs are always better than the rest, my dear.
This is the assurance that I wanted. You may go to sleep. Good night.
Good night, my dear daughter.
My dear daughter.
Loving the drama so far? Don't miss the next twist. Hit that subscribe button now for more English-dubbed twists, turns, and unforgettable moments every single week. Real drama, real emotions, all in English.
Sukhdeep?
Shh. Enough. Enough pretending to be a perfect wife. You brought lunch for me at work the other day. Everyone thinks that you're the ideal wife, huh? That you fulfill your duties by taking care of me. And I don't care about you at all, do I, huh? I do nothing for you. Well, now you'll stay and sleep here.
What is this? Why compel me? I said that I won't stay in your room, so I won't. End of story. Just leave.
Oh, hello. Madam, you have no option here.
Oh, hello. Yes, I have, sir. My room is the storeroom. I made it my own. I will live there. I will stay there. And you mustn't bother me. So open it.
I won't do that.
Okay. Give me the keys. I'll open it myself.
Wow. Thank you so much. You solved a big problem in no time, really. Give me the keys, I'll open it. As if I don't know how to open it. Take it. Go and open it then. Have you gone insane? I won't give the key. You will stay here. That's it. I've brought your stuff here.
When? You did it on your own?
Well, yes. Of course. Movers don't arrive at this hour, do they?
Don't act too smart too soon. So then tell me, how did you get all my stuff without my permission?
I did seek permission.
From whom?
From your stuff, I mean. Yes, really. I first asked the rack for permission, and then I asked the vase, and then this showpiece too. Also this artwork. I asked them all if they don't feel suffocated in that small room without any AC. They agreed that they feel suffocated indeed. In fact, this one, here, this one started to cry. It is so bored of seeing your face over and over again. It begged me to help it. I couldn't see it in pain. I released it and its companions too.
Are you intoxicated? I have never heard you talk such rubbish. I don't want to. Give me the keys. I'm too tired and sleepy. It's very late for me.
Well, neither do I, actually. Hence, I'm asking you to sleep here now.
I'm going to my room. You'll come along and open it for me. Okay. If you don't open the door, I'll break it. Don't underestimate me.
Speak softly.
So you won't budge?
No, I won't. You must budge now.
Okay, then don't. Even I won't.
Okay. Do as you please. Do whatever you want. It won't make any difference. I know that you're going to sleep in this room after you give up. Stop with your drama already. Hey. Where did she go? Did she break open the lock? still locked. Where could Sahiba be?
Hey, mister, please watch your step.
Hello? I am not the eighth wonder that you are so awestruck.
Why am I dreaming about 𝐻𝐻𝐿? No. I shouldn't really think about her, else I will be in trouble. A wise man once said that if you want to shift your focus, you're going to have to sing.
सजन रे आया ये मन रे तुझसे ही ना कह पाए बोले जो आंखें वो सारी बातें लबों तलक ना आए तू क्यों ना जाना रे सब जानते हैं तेरे अलावा तुझको ही अपना है माना रे तू क्यों ना जाना 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 रे तुझ पे सजन रे आया ये मन रे तुझसे ही ना कह पाए बोले जो आंखें वो सारी बातें लबों तलक ना आए तुझ पे सजन रे आया ये मन रे तुझसे ही ना कह पाए बोले जो आंखें वो सारी बातें लबों तलक ना आए तुझ पे सजन रे आया ये मन रे तुझसे ही ना कह पाए बोले जो आंखें वो सारी बातें लबों तलक ना आए
She's such a stubborn girl. Hey. Sahiba. Sahiba. If I try and wake her up, then she'll definitely create a scene. I'll let her sleep here. If I let her sleep here, though, everyone will scold me in the morning. They'll say that I forced her. No matter what happens, I'll be blamed. I won't let it happen today. staring at, huh?
What are you doing here?
You refused to sleep in my bedroom with me, so I came to the place where you are sleeping. I can't sleep on the floor like you, can I? So I sat in the chair and I got sleepy.
What sort of logic is that?
What was that? Logic? So you do know about that term? Then why are you always so illogical?
Due to your influence, since I'm around you so much, I was bound to become illogical. Anyway, sleep here if you want. Who am I to question you? Do as you wish.
Don't mess with me. This girl here is already annoying me.
Did you say something?
Did you hear anything?
No.
Then I didn't say anything. It's logic. Hey! How dare you hit me?
I was trying to hit the mosquito.
Why are you laughing?
Sorry.
Mosquito. I'm so sorry you didn't see this fully grown man between you and the mosquito. It's an honest mistake, right? Huh?
Yes. You could say that.
Stop causing trouble here. If you're satisfied with hitting me, getting me bitten by mosquitoes, and laughing at me after interrupting my sleep, come to my room. You can sleep there.
No. I will sleep here. You can go. You cannot sleep here.
Why did you say that? Do you think that I cannot sleep out here with you like this? No, you're wrong. I can sleep anywhere, and I am going to sleep here, okay?
Really? All right. You can sleep here. I don't care. Good night.
Angad? Angad? What is this, dear? What on earth caused this allergy?
It's not an allergy, Mother, no. I got bitten by mosquitoes last night.
Mosquitoes? Since when does your room have mosquitoes?
There are no mosquitoes in my room. Sahiba was stubborn that she won't sleep in my room with me, so...
So what?
So she went to sleep in the garden, and I also.
𝐂𝐓𝑑𝐈𝐍𝐆?
Yes, ma'am?
Call Sahiba.
Okay, ma'am.
Come on, you sit here. Be quiet.
What are you doing, Mother?
Come on.
Mother, I am okay.
You're always okay. You never think straight. Why are you acting like a child? Have you lost your mind? Why would you sleep in the garden? You are married into the Brar family. Have you forgotten that? And why is it that you have such a poor mentality?
I had no choice, did I? Listen, I don't want to complain about your son's foolishness first thing in the morning. Anyway, if he hadn't locked my room, this wouldn't have happened. We could have avoided it. Or if he could have just simply understood that I am not ready to stay in his room, then this wouldn't have happened.
Why are you not ready? Are you trying to say that you feel unsafe with my son? Or are you trying to say that you still think of him like you used to think of him before? As if my son is dangerous and you are helpless and innocent.
Sorry, but I cannot explain to you why I am not ready to move into his room. I'm not ready yet.
Sahiba, my dear, please come with me. Listen, dear. When you came here after your marriage, at that point I never liked you. Because I always used to feel that Angad was heartbroken because of you. But with time, as I started to know you, I could see myself in everything that you did. When I was of your age, I was exactly like you. A woman who has faith in herself and who is self-reliant. Like you, I was also more concerned about others, especially about my family. And I am keeping this family together with so much love. I take care of everyone, but I never changed myself. And I would never want you to change yourself. And you will decide by yourself exactly what you need to do. But my dear, despite this distance and misunderstandings between Angad and you, my dear, if he is trying to move ahead with this marriage and relationship, then why don't you try and give it a chance?
Yes, tell me. Are you still stubborn or have you gotten some sense yet? I think you have, right? Well, the wife has to adjust to the needs of her husband, so...
The husband should do the same for his wife. I also want to see how much you can adjust. Besides, you have never adjusted in your life, have you?
Hey, you. What are you doing?
I have to live here, so this is my room. I will keep my stuff wherever I want.
First, you need to get rid of that attitude of yours. You want space, right? I'll show you. Come with me. This is your space. You can keep your stuff here, do whatever you want.
Isn't it too small? Just like your heart.
Look here, you.
I can see. You forgot my Elmira. You could have brought it with the other stuff.
That Elmira that's kept in the storeroom is kept there because it's useless. It's a piece of garbage, even if it was fine. It doesn't suit the decor of this room at all.
This room is not suitable for me, but still I've come here. I don't know. I need to keep my stuff. And if you can't bring it, then give me space in your wardrobe.
Don't even think about that. You can't keep anything here. You get that, okay?
If you have so many problems with me, why am I here? So you won't give me space? Fine. I will take my space.
This is too much. When you were living in the storeroom, then you were surviving with the bare minimum, right? Now after coming to this room, you want a lot. You're showing your attitude. You want an Elmira, a wardrobe and whatnot.
Yes, I want it. So what? I need space for my stuff and myself. What's wrong with that? Before agreeing to bring me here, you should have thought about these things.
Look, if we don't end this drama today, then it will get dragged. So let's end it today, okay? Stay right here and don't move. This is LOC, line of control. That side is yours, and this side is mine. Neither of us will cross that line. Got it?